watching TV. Love this show. I'm gonna go get a snack. You want one? Okay, Mom, I'm ready for snack. Hey, that's my chair. Hey, I'm sitting here. No, that's my place. Move. Hey, what are you doing? You were just watching TV and you guys were fine. Why are you? It's just a chair. Sweetie, it's literally a chair. You do not need to be throwing or screaming because she's sitting in a chair. It's my chair. This one's hard. When this kind of stuff goes down, one kid stands up, they go to get a snack, they sit in a chair that is really not like an assigned chair, but another kid thought it was their chair, and then the other kid is throwing something and screaming. The first thing I want you to do is just like, hold on, take a real deep breath, because it's not about the chair, but it is also about the chair. In this example, Mom used way too many words. This kid is clearly dysregulated. I know it went 0 to 100. They were just watching TV, and for whatever reason, she's real mad. When your kid goes super fast, 0 to 100, I want you to think about being on the other end of like the time spectrum. So if they have gone rapidly up, I want you to approach this with so much slowness. Do not attempt to convince your child that it's just a chair. Do not say things like, come on, like, why are you doing that? She's allowed to sit in that chair. It's all going to be too much. And did you hear the tone in my voice? Just like in the act out, right? There's tone. And this kid is going to go further up if you layer tone on this. She's already thrown the squishmallow. I mean, jays. So I'm going for slow noticing. I'm probably not going to make this kid that's already sat in the chair move unless it really is like an assigned seat. Then I might say, wow, you're right. Sister usually sits there. Okay, I don't know. Should we try moving? Right? If this kid says no, like then you have a different problem. But if it's not really an assigned chair, I'm not even going down that route. So I might say, wow, yeah. Remember, slow. You were thinking you usually sit there. I hear you. That's a good chair. Remember, slow. Try to avoid rational thought. Your only goal in this moment is that pigtails over there come back into regulation with you. I don't care if she's mad. She wanted to sit there. I'm okay with the mad. But now I know that this child needs a little bit more help understanding what is hers and what belongs to her sibling. And so I could think about assigning chairs, right? And if I have assigned chairs, I can say, okay, you know what? You always sit in the blue chair and you always sit in the green chair. All right, let's sit in our own chairs. Since the squishmallow has been thrown, I might say, wow, squishmallow, yikes, you got thrown. I can hold on to the squishmallow. If this is a coveted toy of the child who has just thrown the thing and she immediately wants it back, I might say, oh, you want squishmallow. Okay, that means he stays in your arms. You ready for that? Then I'm gonna read the body language. If my kid looks all tight and tense and like whatever, I might say, you know what? Let's me and you go for a walk. But if the body language seems like, this is probably gonna be okay, I'm gonna hand him the squishmallow. And I'm gonna stay super close because I know that this kid is real edgy and they're probably gonna run into some more trouble. And the closer that I am, the earlier on I can intervene, and the earlier on I can intervene, the more success I'm gonna have. So in sum, if this kind of stuff goes down around chairs frequently, you gotta assign the chairs and then you eliminate all of the confusion. Number 2, of course, you can't assign everything, and there's gonna be things that happen where kids fight over something that they think is theirs or theirs not theirs or that kind of stuff. And if it goes fast, what are you gonna do? They go fast, we go slow. You gotta remember, she has already thrown the squishmallow, the kid is already sitting in the chair, the mean words have already been uttered, and you adding speed, fastness, yelling, big stuff of your own to the mix is not gonna fix any of it. If the child who has just screamed about the chair and thrown the squishmallow cannot get to a place of calm and cooperation inside of the relationship with you, of course, they're activated, so you got to lend them your nervous system, then change the environment. Okay, so go outside or go into the shower or go have a snuggle. I know it does not mean that you are reinforcing throwing a squishmallow because you're taking your kid on a walk or off to have a snuggle for 5 to 10 minutes. It means that you are honoring their nervous system because you have noticed that something is going on in their little body that's too much to manage and that you know, like in the core of your being, that this child would do better if they possibly could, which is true of all children. When you go on that walk, or maybe when you have a quiet minute later on, I'm going to say to that kid, wow, you were thinking that was your chair and she went and sat on it. That was not okay for you. It's really hard. Okay, now I'm priming, and I might even say, next time, I bet you'll remember. You can say, hey sis, that's my chair. This part is important because this is the part where you're giving your kid like the tool that you want them to use in the future. Now, if you start to notice this go down in the future, I don't expect them to immediately use that tool because they haven't practiced very much. And so I might give them the tool. I might say, hey sis, I need that chair. Right? And I'm going to do that as soon as I see them stand up from that couch and come charging over to the chair, because I know that they need my help to slow down and remember what it is they can say. Because for whatever reason, maybe your kid like feels really sensitive about their place. Maybe they don't feel very like they know what their identity is in the family. And maybe this place where they sit is the place where they can most see your face while you're cooking across the counter. And they feel really comforted by seeing your face. I mean, you don't know, right? And until you really understand what is happening, you have to hold out that you're not going to know. And for some of you, there are kids who just tend more to dysregulation. And so you might not ever be able to figure it out. And if that's your case, then I'm just bringing all the softness and all the gentleness. And you can use softness and gentleness to hold a super firm boundary. And if this is a consistent thing, you can always make a rule. Like, you sit in the green chair, you sit in the blue chair. Or I put a green dot on this chair and a yellow dot on that chair, and you sit on the yellow dot. I hope that